Hello Marvel Legends, it's Dave Displays Model Behaviour and I am back with another top 5 video because you guys bloody love those top 5s, or at least the YouTube algorithm does, because yeah, that last top 5, oof, yeah, like the not ratings, what is this, like the Monday Night Wars, the views for that were so much better than anything else I spend so much more time on. So clearly, I gotta put top 5 or top 10 in any video, and it's like, oh, all the views. Not that many subscribers though. All right, okay. I gotta start making some of that internet money. I don't know how that happens, but I'm not making money any other way, so help a brother out. In the meantime, let's do the top 5 best Spider-Verse figures. Yep, people love me getting salty, and so do I. It makes for a fun video. Oh, my battery is low. Let's see if I can finish this rant. There we go. Let's see if I can finish this rant before my phone runs out. So, first of all, 2 honorable mentions. Because actually it was difficult. It was really difficult choosing top 5. Like, top 5 best, because top 5 worst is easy, because the whole reason why I'm a Marvel Legends collector is because I love Marvel Legends, so it takes something quite special to be a bad figure. So I had to, there was only a few to choose from that I knew, like, no, these are bad figures. But best figures, oh, because like Sophie's Choice, you asked me to like choose between my children, who do you love more? Tough one. So 2 honorable mentions, then top 5, and that's one of these fluctuating things. Is it the top 5 of all time? No, it's the top 5 today. So, honourable mention number 1, because I can't include it because it's a custom. It's my only custom, but it's the most beautiful, beautiful figure I own in my entire collection. 90s, see, even you love it, 90s Kane. Look at this. Look at this. Just, oh my goodness. First of all, anything Clone Saga, I will bend over backwards and give all my money to Hasbro for. I adore the Clone Saga in all its good and bad points. It is just the best. It is my jam, it's my nostalgia, it's how I started reading Spider-Man. It was just fantastic, and this is everything I could have ever hoped for in a custom. I saw an amazing customizer online in the Marvel Legends group, and I posted in a different thread that didn't concern him. I was like, oh, I really wish they'd do a 90s Kane. And someone tagged and they're like, well, if you want someone to do a good custom. We got talking and he killed it. Absolutely just destroyed all expectations of what a custom could be. I'm flashing up his Instagram, because he's got an amazing Instagram as well, badass photographer, an all-round superhuman being. So this was based on a Odin Son. This was an Odin Son buck, because for me, I thought it was a perfect size. I wanted my Kane to be like a big hulking brute. The professional suggested doing a Spider UK body, which might have been more appropriate for Kane, but again, it depends on what artist draws him. Often, I mean, nowadays Kane is like the same size as Peter Parker, which I hate. Like, when did that happen? Why? Like, I suppose he was resurrected, so. But still, like, I like my Kane to actually be different. People complain about clones because they're like, well, what's the point? They're exactly the same as the original, so why not just have the original? But Kane was actually, no, he was a very different character. That's why it was so good. So yeah, huge, big hulking body. The Odin Son has a cape already, which is perfect for this. But then, even then, the sculptor added the extra details, and like when I was telling him what I wanted, I was like, you got to include this, you got to include that. He included the wrist gauntlet as well, which so many people don't because they look past it, including artists who draw Kane. So many artists just draw Kane as like just blue with white lines on him, and it's like, no, there's so much more to the actual costume. It's not just white lines, they follow a very distinct pattern that's recreated. Mark Bagley knew the score, he drew Kane perfectly. Anyway, this is stunning. This is my favourite Spider-Man figure, but I'm not going to include him in the top 5 because it's not official Hasbro. He's mine. He ain't yours. You can't get him. He's mine. So that is my Kane. The other figure, which gets an honourable mention, is, of course, because it's Clone Saga, so of course I'm going to love it, Ben Reilly, Spider-Man here. This, I think, is a wonderful representation of the character. Now, the reason he's an honourable mention is because, well, a couple of reasons. First of all, he's a Pizza Spidey repaint, okay? They gave him the extra web shooters on the outside. See Superior Spider-Man? It can be done. But on the whole, you know, there's not too much to it outside of your regular pizza repaint. The Ben Reilly blonde head is the head that came with the vintage wave Scarlet Spider, which kind of like, I thought that never really makes sense because Scarlet Spider, he didn't dye his hair blonde until he was in this costume, so it makes far more sense to have this head on there. And with his mask in his hands, I'm recreating one of my favourite Dan Jurgens comic book covers. That was just my era. I love Ben Reilly, and this is a great figure. Why is it good and bad? It's great because kind of like your Stepford Cuckoos or whatever, he comes with an extra head and hands to make Spider Carnage, which is great. Obviously, I have two. You know, Hasbro knew exactly what they were doing, so I bought two, so I have Spider Carnage and Ben Reilly. What's a shame though, is that I would have loved a separate Spider Carnage figure that actually, it doesn't quite go all the way because you're using the basic body of Ben Reilly. And Spider Carnage should have, you know, tendrils coming off of the legs and off of the arms, and he should have like the veiny sort of Carnage, tendrils over his thighs as well. So it's kind of missing that, and I would love that. I'd love them to basically do a Carnage repaint, just do a repaint of the Carnage figure as Ben Reilly Spider Carnage. But you know, since that's such a obscure character, he appeared for like 3 issues, so that was probably not going to happen. So having the ability to make a close approximation of the character, I'll take it. So it's a wonderful figure, but not quite top 5. So without further ado, let's go into the top 5 countdown. Number 5. Coming at number 5, we have SpiderMan Noir. Yeah, this is a wonderful figure because of the detail. He's got lovely detail. Got the soft plastic for the coat, which is it's not like that sort of maneuverable, but it's maneuverable enough. It's not going to go bellowing in the wind. But what wind do I have? I'm sat in an attic. Yeah, the sculpt is lovely. He's got his 2 pistols. He's got the goggles. He's got little stitching. He's got little stitching over the top of the mask. It's little attention to detail like that I just love. And also like just the texture. The texture of his jacket, it's kind of rough. It's not just smooth plastic. It's that sort of attention to detail. And you know, he's SpiderMan Noir. You know, noir. It's black, just meant to be just black all over, and it looks great. You can imagine him sort of like being up in the shadows, and the guys, gangsters like can't quite make out like what it is up there. I think that looks terrific. It really is. Why does it only get number 5 though? Come on, you know. If you're watching this video, you know. What's this guy missing? Yeah. He's missing his fedora. Like, it's such a iconic part of this character's design. I mean, God, he's set in like gangster time. What do gangsters wear? Fedoras. Now, look, I know, I'll give him the fact that he is drawn a lot in his original series, and when he's like flying around and swinging, he's not got the fedora on. It's fine, but I think Into the Spider-Verse, the amazing movie, sort of conditioned us all to expect Spider-Man Noir to have the fedora, to the point now where he seems kind of naked without it. And I feel like I don't want to keep the character out of the top 5 because of that, because that's not fair, because he's depicted a lot in the comics when he's fighting in an action without a fedora, so it's fair enough. It's a genuine sculpt, but could have given us the option, could have included one, but they didn't. So for that, you just get number 5, but still great figure. Number 4, coming up close behind SpiderMan Noir, is a very popular one, SpiderPunk. Oh yeah. This guy, people love SpiderPunk, and I can see why. There's so much going on here, you know? This is such a fun figure because it's really sort of striking. The idea of like a character, SpiderPunk, is like it is kind of silly. I think it might be a little bit silly, but actually, you know, in practice, in just design, the design is terrific. The details that go onto this thing, are just wonderful. He's got the sneakers, the Skechers or the Kicks or whatever they are. They're beautifully sculpted. There's so much. It's such a basic. It's a basic Pizza Spidey buck, but then there's so much more on top of this. The punk rock spikes on the mask. I love that. That's just great. And then look, I didn't even notice when I first got him. His hand has a guitar pick. He's holding a guitar pick. Like, that's just wonderful. You've got the SpiderPunk logo on the back of his denim jacket. He's got the little buttons on there as well. Such a great figure. Beautiful. Mwah! Nailed it, Hasbro. You nailed it. And there's nothing missing. You know, like this is SpiderPunk. This is how he should look. This is how he is. Nailed it. Absolutely. Killing the game. Well done. This is what I'm talking about. Number 3. Number 3 is... big time badass Spider-Man. Big time no letdown badass Spider-Man. Yep, Shardamus Prime's favorite figure, and I can see why. And he's lucky, this guy, because he is just a Pizza Spidey repaint. I understand a lot of people might be like, you know, there's not much to it, but it is just a repaint, but it's so bright and striking. I love the neon, the bright neon green just pops off the figure terrifically. He just, you know, you just see him, even though there's so much black, the green just jumps at you from the shelf. I think this guy is 5 different kinds of awesome. I really, really love this character, this look. It's a shame that we don't see more of this costume in the comics, but the problem with the sort of the costume is it can do too much. It can like turn invisible and change different colors and stuff. It's kind of an OP costume. So just as a standalone story arc, Big Time was a good era. You had the Phil Urich Hobgoblin. There was good stuff going on there. Yeah, big time, no letdown, badass Spider-Man. Double thumbs up from me. He had lots of interchangeable hands as a figure as well. You know, a different maskless head would have been nice. That would have been cool. But I really do. I dig this guy. What would be nice, I mean, also, it's like, it'd be so easy for Hasbro to be cheeky and do like the orange variant, put that out. Of course I'll buy it. I think he had like a blue variant as well. Would I buy that? Probably. The 3 of those next to each other would look terrific. So yeah, big time badass Spider-Man with your lovely smooth sharp lines. Yeah, that's an easy number 3. And really all these top 5 I could swap, interchange. There are more that I could bring in and take out. It's so tough to choose, but this guy, he definitely has to be up there. Great figure. Now, the top 2, is it going to be a surprise to anyone that we're going back to the Clone Saga? Of course not. We have Vintage Wave, Ben Reilly, Scarlet Spider. Again, oof, so nice. Well done, Hasbro. Well done. You're representing the story that I love, the character that I love. Ben Reilly killing the game with this figure. So good. He's got the lovely metallic red paint job. That makes a big difference. The original Scarlet Spider, don't get me wrong, I love the original Scarlet Spider figure too. They're essentially the same, just with a few minor differences. This one has more of a shiny metallic red, and of course he's got the bigger eyes without the black ridges around them. And the black rim around the eye, like, it looks good, but it's not how the figure is classically depicted. He's classically depicted with just the plain white eyes, and that makes such a difference to have it looking like that. Add to it the wonderful detail on the belt, like they actually give the different colors for the extra web cartridges. You've got the red dot. I don't know if that's a spider signal. I can't remember him using it in the comics. Maybe he did. I don't think so though, but maybe he did. And of course you've got the ankle pouches as well. And again, they give the extra silver on the buckle there. They really put some love into this figure, and it shows, and that's why I put love and praise into this figure. Great. And of course he came with the blonde head as well, which doesn't make all that much sense. I mean, actually in the Spider-Man animated show, when they had the Scarlet Spider, he had the blonde hair, so I'll give you that. But still, as classic Ben Reilly, mwah, love it. And finally, the number 1 favorite Spider-Verse figure for me, my opinion, and it does fluctuate, is Scarlet Spider Kane. Scarlet Spider. And you see I've done a little something. I've done a little something with this figure. First of all, I'm not going to dig out the masked head because I'm lazy. And at the moment, I only have 149 subscribers. So, you know, if I had more, then maybe I'd put more of an effort in. Ah, yes, but Dave, if you put more of an effort in, maybe you'd have more subscribers. Shut up, Dave. Anyway, Kane, Scarlet Spider. Great figure, lovely. So, of course, his original actual head is the black mask with the red eyes. And what I love, actually, like the eyes have like just a little bit of a squint to them. They're not perfectly uniform either side. It's like there's a bit of expression going on there. And like normally I wouldn't like that because like it doesn't make sense that's like a mask shouldn't be able to do that, but I like the way that you can kind of get around that, because this costume he's wearing is technically the big time costume, and the big time costume is able to like follow mental commands and stuff, so it would make sense that actually that costume could follow his eye movements, so that actually works. And of course it is just the pizza, I think it's the pizza bug, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think that's the pizza bug. Now, this is not my favourite version of Kane. We know my favourite version of Kane, but I did love his mini-series. It might have been an ongoing series, but even from issue 1, you knew it was going to be a mini. His relationship with Reilly, or however you pronounce the little girl's name, that he kind of becomes, sort of a foster father of. It's a lovely sort of story and evolution of the character. Still bugs me that he reverted to like Peter Parker size. I loved it more when he was just the big hulking badass. But yeah, he has the power of the other. So, and again, that's why I'll be okay with him being Peter Parker size, although he actually became Peter Parker size before becoming the other, but I digress. So he has the stingers. He has the stingers that come out, look pretty cool, and also he has alternate hands as well without the stingers, so they give you the options there. And of course, with the bearded head, which came from, come on folks, Cosmic Spider-Man, Captain Universe Spider-Man that this head came with. There's something about handsome dudes with dark hair and beards that just, something about that resonates with me. What do you think? I think so too. Beard bros. Anywho, yeah, this is currently my number 1 figure. Is it because it's a good figure? Is it just because I'm biased towards Kane? Probably all of those. But yep, folks, if you want yourself a great Spider-Verse figure, you cannot go wrong with my boy right here. Big time, badass, bearded, other, clone, just, love the character, love the figure. So good. He's got the red spider on the back, black spider on the front, nice sharp lines. This is an excellent figure from Hasbro, and they killed the game. And with the Captain Universe head on here.
Yo, it's Dave from the future, or the present now, but the future from Video Dave. Just wanted to say that I forgot that the bearded head does come with Scarlet Spider, but it's a repainted one with the yellow other eyes, and it looks bad because of that. So yeah, that's kind of a tease, because you get that cool bearded, like good-looking Peter Parker head, but it's got the yellow other eyes and kind of like a sickly, pale kind of skin tone. It looks bad. I think he looked like that at the end of the Clone Conspiracy, which was a garbage story anyway, and he was like sick from this stupid thing. We were all sick from stupid in that storyline. So that's why, yeah, I took that head off and put the Cosmic Spider-Man head on there. Back to the video.
Yeah, they just absolutely nailed it. Well done, Hasbro. It's nice to give some praise after the top worst Spider-Verse figures. So I'm going to put that back there, and whew, we are done for now. That was the top 5 plus 2 honorable mentions best Spider-Verse figures. Guys, let me know what you thought of the video. Let me know what your top Spider-Verse figures are. Let me know what you want to see in future videos, because I'm plowing through Onslaught at the moment. We're doing the top 5s as well. I might do some standalone reviews, but the problem with standalone reviews is everyone gets figures before I do. So, like, why are you going to watch a review that I do when, like, Charlemagne Prime and Jay Hernandez and other people, honestly, with better setups, I'll say it, I mean, come on, but they don't have a puppy. Not on camera, anyway, and neither's mine. But subscribe. Subscribe and see the puppy. Be more adorable. You're not doing much. She's adorable normally. If I reach 200 subscribers, I'll make her do something adorable. Won't I? Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. It's always a pleasure. Give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. Like, share, and subscribe. I keep saying that, but yeah, come on. Get 200 subscribers. That'd be lovely. Anyway, Go on. Get out of here. That's all for you today. Go away now, and I'll see you on the next Marvel Legends.